Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. As the work week kicks off tonight, another week of football comes to an end with a Monday Night Primetime contest between the Atlanta Falcons and the New Orleans Saints. Plenty of season left to go. 3 months of football ahead as we are underway here at Week 4. He dodged the tackle. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. They're going to run it here. It's Bijan Robinson. Well, maybe the rest of the game is going to be headed in the proper direction, Brock, but their first play winds up going backwards. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Has him on the quick hitter. And they've got a first down. Give him a gain of 13 on that previous play.
Tight ends will eat up every one of those opportunities to show and prove they could be chain movers as well. Even as they get more and more recognition in this league, they're still constantly working to prove that they're playmakers too.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. First and 10, around to Robinson. And he'll be met near the line to limit the game to a yard. Stopped on that play by Danny Stutzman. You know, you've taught me, Brock, sometimes it works, and sometimes, like there, almost nothing from them as they just run it right into the teeth of that blitz.
Yeah, the thing, too, about that success is get ready to see more blitzes. D coordinators love to dial it up.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Firing quickly is Penix. Complete. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
You want to start a good debate sometime, Kate? Go in an NFL locker room and ask which position is the best athlete. The big guys, the left tackles will tell you it's them. The corners will tell you it's them. But I'll tell you what. These tight ends of today, the way they can run, break tackles, and get in the open field, they truly are some of the best athletes on the team.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Right side, quick pass, complete. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can get rallied to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
Got the catch, but didn't get any yardage on it, so still 10 to go on 2nd down. Now Penix off the play action. Completed over the middle. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. It's 16 yards on that play. And that's a Falcon first down.
I just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the first down. That yardage, that really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
I said, are you gonna be my girl?
First and 10 for Penix. And he has started this game perfect, connecting on all 4 passes after that last one. Robinson on the inside give. And he has enough room to gain about 4. Offense up to the line fast.
on the stop. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 28-yard line.
On 2nd down, Robinson. Jukes away from one. Touchdown, Atlanta!
Ball carrier. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Well, that right there is what you look for coming off a narrow loss. You clean up the details that put you in the wrong at the end of that game, Brock. And then you find a positive way to start the next week off right.
Any sport, there's always something to be taken from a loss, and they look like an improved group here so far.
Nothing. Nick Folk to kick off for Atlanta.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. And that one's going to skip across the goal line and into the end zone. So the football will come back out to the 20.
35-yard line.
First and 10. Saints find themselves with some good field position starting out. Here's Travis Etienne on the ground. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Tackled there by James Pierce.
Plenty of volume last week in the run game. They tried. There just was not much execution, and unfortunately no victory to go along with it. Got to find explosive run plays in today's NFL, and they're going to be searching for them today.
Great coverage all the way to the sideline. They're on him to end that quick pass before he can get vertical.
Okay, every receiver wants the ball, but they all want their touches. That is until you run a bubble screen, and that receiver knows it's doomed, and he's going to take a shot like that.
Looking at 3rd down here after that last completion went backwards. Shuck looking to pass here. It's complete. This is Olave. Right play goes after he gets in for about 9. And it's going to be first down New Orleans.
And the Saints, first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Back to throw. Shuck. Here's a screen for Etienne. Along the right sideline, there's space. And they're going to respond immediately. Touchdown Saints. Travis Etienne, a 53-yard score. I know it's early, Brock, but already this feels like the inverse of last week. A pretty definitive loss in that one. A strong opening here.
Sometimes when you get beat pretty good, it just, that humble pie. You eat it a little bit more and you want to respond the next time out. That's an excellent start.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. No return as this bounces into the end zone. The ball's coming out to the 20.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Drive begins here with Robinson. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
The ball carrier.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. They're going play fake with Penix. Fits it through, but contact at the catch point forces that incompletion. Nearly had it over the middle. Instead, just 3rd down now. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Penix on 3rd down. Oh, enveloped by the defense. They get him at the 32. And that's going to bring up a 4th and long. 13 to go. The Falcons getting ready for the punt. Jake Bailey's going to kick it away. Nice punt here, up and angled towards the sideline. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10. They'll start this drive with Achane. And it looks like they'll give him about 2 on the opening play of this drive.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Now Shuck to throw. He'll drop this down to Achane. And he's going to be just 1 step away from that 1st down. They haul him down near the 31.
I call this quarterback's best friends. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
And they just get the playoff. And that is how our 1st quarter will end as that pass falls incomplete. That's going to do it for our 1st quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. Back to the Superdome of Caesar in just a bit. We're back for the 2nd quarter. Saints in possession of the football. They're looking at a punt, though, facing 4th down. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. To the air with Penix. Short pass brought in. Escapes a defender. Some nice work here as he pushes forward for 20 plus the 1st.
It's a gain of 20. 1st down, Falcons.
One play in and they are already close to midfield. Penix now. And after making the catch, he is decked quickly at the 38. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that is good enough for Atlanta 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips, cut right inside. So good work. help reset those chains.
They motion the tight end over. They go play action. Here's Penix. Finds a man, right side. A good tackle as that ball is secured. Limits that gain to 8.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Working on second down. Penix. And that one's behind him. That's incomplete. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
We don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series. He's the one driving it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Try and run here with Robinson. And they're turned away on 3rd and short. Actually might have lost a yard. That's going to bring up 4th down.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. On is Nick Folk to attempt the field goal. This one from 47 yards away. And this one had a brief chance, but not a good kick in the end. He misses it. And the score remains knotted 7-all.
So in the end, the armchair quarterbacks, Kate, are going to tell you the more aggressive-minded play caller would have been correct. It would have been a better decision to go for it as they come up with nothing from that field goal try.
On first down, they're going to start out with Achane. It is charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Throwing on second, Chuck. And he's going to be brought down back at the 34-yard line. Divine Diablo. And now they're staring down a 3rd and 14.
Pretty even match in this first half, and you're just kind of waiting, right? You just kind of try to get a feel for which defense is going to come to life. And when you get that sack, that could go a long way to infusing some energy on that side of the ball.
Offense looking to convert as they come up to the line, 3rd down. Chuck's going to throw here. And that one's going to fall incomplete. That forces 4th down.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play fake, Penix. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Into the end zone he goes. Pick 6 and a New Orleans touchdown. Head Heads-up play from the linebacker there to take a short, innocent pass and just turn it into a major highlight for him and his guys.
And I know people are watching that going, how in the world the quarterback not see that linebacker?
Yeah.
But sometimes, Kate, your focus is so much on the safeties, the nickel, the corner. You just take for granted you can fit that ball in. That linebacker said, not on my watch.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4. Working quickly here.
At the 39-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's Penix on 2nd down. Throw left side is caught by Pitts. And he's going to get about 3 here, almost all of it on the catch. The defense was there immediately.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Here's Penix to throw. Complete beyond the marker. That's the 1st down, and he's still going. Keeps himself upright. All the way. That's an Atlanta touchdown.
Complete to Jahan Dotson.
I think we actually saw him call it early there, Brock. He made that throw, and then he signaled it was going to be a touchdown. Like a guy calling it before his three-pointer goes through the net.
Oh, you mean like Larry Legend Bird in the three-point shooting contest in the 80s?
Well, maybe like a Tyrese Maxey, you know. But whatever.
The kids aren't alive, I get it. And they weren't alive in the 80s. They didn't see Larry Legend do it, but he did. And he anticipated, just like the quarterback.
And it didn't look like he was seriously considering a return there, did it? So that touchback going to come out to the 35.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. Handoff running left. It's Achane. No one's around him. He's got space. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He gets down inside the 35-yard line. Talk about an explosive start to this drive. 31 yards. Well, he's got his early highlights, Brock, but you know he wants to add a few more to that reel before this game wraps up.
There's no question about that. Now, you want to get that century mark. That's a number that running backs are proud of. And stacking runs like that will sure help.
Shuck with a quick toss out wide. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
So after plenty of scoring already, we have reached the 2-minute warning. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment. Second and 6 coming up here. Shuck to throw. Finds his back. Achane. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
It's a gain of 4.
He held on to that for one reason and one reason alone, because he's got some kind of powerful grip strength. That was incredible to take that shot and still possess the ball.
Third and just 2 to go. Shock. He has the first over the middle. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
They call third downs money downs for a reason, Kate, because it takes everybody offensively to cash in. Excellent protection, set the table for the QB to get the completion and the yards necessary.
On first down, they'll run. And he's going to get there inside the pylon. Touchdown, New Orleans. Bryce lands from 11 yards out. For the extra point, here's Smith. Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. And they've broken this tie. They've taken a 7-point lead.
Falcons 14. Charlie Smith to kick off for New Orleans.
Smith has it on the tee, and it's ready to send it flying. And that one hit the landing zone first and then into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback out to the 20. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out first and 10. They'll run it with Robinson from the pistol. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up second and 2. Now the Falcons trying to get everyone up and set here.
43-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
Throwing on second down. Penix. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Jahan Dotson, the intended receiver. So it's going to be third and short coming up.
I don't mind that play-action shot at all, Kate, especially in this circumstance. The only problem is I think that defensive coordinator was thinking the way the offensive coordinator was as they defended that pretty darn well.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down. Throwing Penix. That one complete to Pitts. And he's going to be taken down, so call it about 8 yards on that play. And that means they got the first. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be at second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Penix on first and 10. And he's up over 150 yards passing thanks to that previous completion. Back to throw now. Complete. It's Bijan Robinson. He dodged the tackle. Still fighting forward. And he's going to dive into the end zone. Touchdown, Falcons.
Touchdown,
Bijan Robinson. Got one through the air now to match that rushing score from earlier. An extra point is up and good by full. And we are tied at 21.
Game at 21 apiece. To kick off for Atlanta.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. So it goes for a touchback. Let's see what they decide to do with the time they've got remaining here.
At their own 35-yard line.
They've got first and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. To throw, Shock. Makes the grab in bounds, left side. He's going to be forced out there after a gain of about 14. It's going to be first down, Saints.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Daryl Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route. and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
At the shotgun, they'll give it to Achane. And they'll get to him here. Play finally put to an end after about 15 yards gained, and they got that first down too. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
On the return, the Saints take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Saints to the line now. First and 10. Second half begins with a run by Achane. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. That right there, exactly the type of havoc that a well-designed blitz can cause, Brock. Everyone's so busy picking up their rushers. That D-tackle cleaned up.
Sure did. He gets his one-on-one. He shocks him with those heavy hands, knocks off that blocker, and knocks down that runner.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's second and 8. Back to throw. Shuck has him on the quick hitter. And brought to the ground as they hit him big on that play, Brock. Looks like they're marking the gain at about 25 yards.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
Achane, a first down carry. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet. But if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Need a better result than that last run. It's second and 8. Here's their first carry for LeQuint Allen. Now that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be third down. Their dominance against this ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a third and 10. Shuck looking to pass here. Throw left side finds Tyson. And they're going to bring him down as he makes it all the way to the 12. Yet another highlight in a game with so many of them. 33 yards.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with first and 10. Achane to the right. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
Jalen Redmond on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7 at the 9-yard line.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Shuck to throw. He brings it in. Looks like about 7 on the completion before he headed out of bounds. 3rd down coming up.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. Trying to pick it up here with Achane. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's 4th down.
Like the final battle scene from a movie, Kate. 2 sides charging each other, and they beat right at that line. And they didn't have to drive him backward. All they had to do was hold the line to go win that battle.
It's on target to Johnson. He's not going to get there. They hold him out of the end zone, partner, but it is still going to keep this offense on the field. They've got a 1st and goal.
Another Saints 1st down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Achane does not score. They not only stop him, they backed him up a couple of yards.
He was taken
Couldn't
down
beat him again. He tried. He
wanted
wanted that 2nd touchdown too, Brock. Couldn't get it.
Yeah, I think a couple things, Kate. I don't think they're going to go away from him over the course of the game. And then that run sets up creative play action down by the goal line. Keep an eye on that.
Another for Achane. And they shove him out before he can get upfield. 3rd down coming up.
Well, now things get a little dicey for this offense. 1 down left before a big decision to make. Do you continue to try running it against a front that stopped you, or are you now forced to put the ball in the air?
They've been kept out so far. Need to find a couple more yards here on 3rd and goal. Allen. And he's in for the touchdown. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop them on 3rd and goal.
Charlie Smith to kick off for New Orleans.
Smith has it on the tee, and it's ready to send it flying. And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10. Here's Penix. Middle of the field got his man. It's Pitts. Good work by this offense as they get about 20 on the play before the defense stops them. And that's going to be good for a Falcons 1st down.
Falcons.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Here's Robinson up the middle. He's got a gain of 6 there. Justin Reed with the tackle.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Penix now to throw. Ooh, on him quick there. They bring him to the turf. Carl Granderson. And that's going to force them into a 3rd down and 11.
Even from the booth, Kate, I can hear it. I can hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple of seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasted no time in getting that sack.
Offense going with a 4-receiver set, 3rd and long. To the air with Penix. Quick slant into the hands of Pitts. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
And the Falcons first down.
And they just get the play off. And as that one winds up incomplete, it brings us to the end of the 3rd quarter. So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's Falcons football, a nice little help for them as they trail entering the quarter. So still 10 to go on 2nd from the 33-yard line. Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here, and it's going to bring up 3rd down.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Saints adding an extra DB. This is 3rd down. Penix. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. Well, this just hasn't been the game they've wanted score-wise, Brock, and it has them as a result of that feeling like they've got to keep putting it up and taking chances here till the end.
And I'd say, Kate, right there, that was the kind of chance. When you get a one-on-one, you've got to find a way to win it, but this defense has been doing their job.
This one's not looking good, and it won't be. Short and too far left. And the deficit remains unchanged here in the 4th.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
Here's Achane up the middle. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. I love the aggressiveness from this defense. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
On 2nd down, Chuck. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
Avoided one crisis on the dropped pick. Now they're facing another 3rd and long. Chuck's going to throw here. Oh, defender there to knock it away, and he's able to do just that. Fourth down coming up.
You could just feel that one kind of taking shape. Even as he tried to improvise and escape the pocket, there's just nowhere for that ball to go.
That's taken at the 15. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. It's up close to the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Robinson on the inside give. One good for a gain of 4. It's 2nd down.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Another carry for Robinson. He takes it ahead for about 4 yards. It's 3rd down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Third down give to Robinson. And finally, they bring him down. He shook off a couple of defenders there on a nice pickup. 6-yard gain on the play. And that's a Falcon 1st down.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
So 1st down from the 41. Penix now. Into traffic, complete. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that's way too much risk for that reward.
Here's Penix on 2nd down. That one's incomplete over the middle.
You know exactly what he's thinking. Hopefully next time it's a little bit easier. The degree of difficulty on that one high. Throwing in double coverage, odds are against you.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. And to the ground it goes, so an incomplete pass brings us to 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable in an incomplete.
Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down. So with that play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Achane running right. It is charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Achane again. He's going to be taken down. Play goes for about 10 yards. And that was going to give the Saints a first down.
Kind of just feel it, don't you? Trying to close out this game, just keep leaning on that somebody who has produced and made the most of every one of his touches throughout.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. Going to the ground again on first. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of them on that run. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in New Orleans. Saints leading by 7. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Shuck with a quick toss out wide. And they bring him down around the 34.
A gain of 5 brings up 3rd and 6.
Six yards to go here. It's 3rd down. Running with Achane here out of the gun. He's limited to a gain of about 3, which means they are well short. This is 4th down. Well, running it was a long shot, right? We all knew that. And even with that small pickup, still a few yards away from moving those chains.
And I don't mind the run call. I really don't. Those can be very effective in those situations. But that defense, they were up for it, and they hit it before it got started.
The field goal. A 48-yard attempt.
That kick is no good. Oh, he mishit it. And they fail to make this a 2-score ball game.
They tried for the field goal to really eliminate all shadow of a doubt, and instead, let's introduce some doubt into the picture and a little energy on the other side. Kate, it's not quite an automatic win still. They're going to have to get focused defensively and make sure they get a stop to clinch this.
The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. Finds his back. It's Robinson. And he gets out of bounds to save that final timeout. This picks up the first down, too.
Something out of nothing, Kate. That may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
To the line for a new set of downs. Only a lone timeout at their disposal. Now they send their back in motion right. Setting up to pass. He'll get it complete to Brian Robinson Jr. And he gets out of bounds to save that final timeout. This picks up the first down, too.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. So long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
To the line for a new set of downs. Only a lone timeout at their disposal. First and 10, or under Robinson. And they make the tackle at the 28-yard line. Now the Falcons trying to get everyone up and set here.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Back to throw. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Kool-Aid McKinstry has the INT. And the Saints make the play that should win them this game.
It sure is easier for those other 10 guys, Kate, out there to play with some confidence, knowing if they do their job and that quarterback throws it his way, he's going to make them pay. He took 3 away last year. That's his first this season.
Into the victory formation they go, Brock, here on first down. With the win in hands, they'll take the knee, let this clock run out. So fans starting to stream from the Superdome to the French Quarter as it's a win for the Saints. And they